office is requesting the board approve and execute Resolution 26-008 to ratify an amendment to Article 4, Section 4.2 of the Code of Regulations of the Northeast Ohio Area-Wide Coordinating Agency known as NOACA.
Does anyone want to make comments? I mean, I guess the one thing I'll add is that the intent behind these amendments was, well, I mean, one of the criticisms of NOACA, and I think fairly, is that it's a board of unelected, unaccountable bureaucrats. And so, these changes give Geauga more autonomy regarding our seats and kind of put more of a pressure on including elected officials in those seats.
I guess if I can comment on it, sure. I've been a commissioner now 14 years, and I have engaged with Skip for a large amount of those years, or other members of the commissioners board. When Skip was a commissioner, obviously he represented himself as a commissioner there. When Skip no longer was a commissioner, we always had a position that one of the commissioners, myself or Tim Lennon, assigned him as our representative. I guess a couple things is that many people have tried to criticize me of not attending meetings and not being able to do this or not to be able to do that as far as NOACA is concerned, or Planning Commission. But at the end of the day, I was elected by the people with a plan as I campaigned to be accountable to the people. And my position always was is to create a representative in those positions that educated themselves, looked at the views that I also had, and always operated in what I felt was the best position for the county. And in order to do that in any successful operation, whether if we don't look at government as a business, we fail, because we need to look at it, because if we didn't run it like a business, and that's the position and approach that I took, is to assign someone who was going to be 100% focused and dedicated to the cause. And I can tell you, and I listened to what Skip said today, and he's absolutely right. He's taken away from his family. He's taken time away from himself to be able to do things. We always communicate before he goes to the meeting. Many times he would be, coming back from where he had a second home to, summer place to be able to make the meeting, and then drive another 2 hours back. His time, his money in the gas, his money in the parking, and just his commitment. But he's never failed this county once to be able to represent and serve, and always ask the hard question. So my position is that that is why I've always believed in having representation at NOACA that's consistent and has always somebody there that has followed the trends and the whole process. And I can tell you, for the last 14 years, there's been nobody stronger as an advocate for this county than what Skip has done at that location at NOACA. And his voice, they don't like him, and they don't like him because they get called out on their shenanigans and their nonsense that they're trying to push down our throats. And it's just disturbing to me that as a commissioner, I should be able to have that ability to have representation of who I feel is the right person for that job. So with that, I can't thank everybody enough this morning. I left the house, it was 17 degrees, and to see this amount of people here, and the care that you have for this county is absolutely astonishing. And totally humbled for the fact that you guys would take the time to come out here, and it just shows where your hearts and your care for this county is, and I can't thank you enough. Thank you.
Second the motion. Any more discussion? Call for vote.
Commissioner Spudler.
No.
Commissioner Aye.
Yes.
You are.
Unbelievable.
You're our
Turn your hearing
representative.
aids on.
Shame on you. Shame on each one of you, you two.
I can't believe it. We still have
Commissioners have 322 seats, so we can decide who those
Okay.
members are. Obviously there's a preference towards elected officials filling those seats.
So that I'm clear, so each one of us is, what you're saying is that we still have the choice of who we want to represent us?
Correct, yes.
Okay, so I don't have to move based on the sections of the bylaws of NOACA. I'm going to move to put Skip Claypool as my alternate.
So you do not currently have a seat, none of us currently have a seat.
Not yet. Not yet.
So
As of
you
now.
first you need to make a motion to make yourself one of those appointees.
Okay.
That's the first step, and then at that point you can decide. But, the way I read the bylaws change, he is not an elected official, nor does he have, does he hold an appointed position in one of those enumerated categories. So I don't think he's an appropriate choice, but if you got.
So when are you going to make a motion for those positions?
We could do that now.
Because I'd like to make, I would like to get this resolved. I don't want to kick this can down the road. We have an important meeting on Friday at NOACA, and I want to make sure that Skip is in attendance.
So I'll make a motion that Commissioner Dvorak and myself hold two of the seats as well as our county engineer.
I second the motion.
Okay, but with that being said, my alternate still, I have the ability of having an alternate.
Okay, did you understand my motion?
I understood your motion, but I still have the ability as a commissioner to have an alternate.
You would not have a seat if my motion passes.
You are.
Power.
You work for us. Wow. You can't even look at us.
You're in Geauga County, not Cuyahoga.
What do you serve?
None of us, what we said matters. So we all wasted our time coming here.
No, not at all.
Commissioner Spudler.
No.
Commissioner Brea. Aye. Commissioner Dvorak.
Yes.
When's your term up?
All right, so we go back to the letter to the planning commission.
Oh my God.
Yes, your red lines are included in the letter of development.
Real funny.
So do we need a motion? Yes. Okay, so I'll make a motion to approve the letter to the planning commission member.
Second. Call for vote.
I,
Aye.
Yes.
And then you need our alternates as well for, yes, I don't know, or NOACA. Do we need to approve, I don't know if we need to approve those in such a conversation.
No, we should have it in the meeting. Andy, who would you like to have your alternate?
Chief Deputy Engineer Tracy Zuckowitz.
And I choose Nick Corris.
Mr. Snorri, you could be my alternate if you would like, but I know historically you've not attended the meeting, so.
yep, I'm just telling you that this is wrong. I'm the elected commissioner of this county, and I think that what you guys have done today is absolutely disgusting and wrong. And I can tell you that I personally will start to look into some options also, because the people that are sitting here, whether they voted for me or not, are entrusting me to do the right thing and to represent them. And what you two have done is basically removed my ability to have the right representation or my belief, and what my constituents have basically, you've heard no other opposition here this morning. Everybody has been 100% of what I am trying to say. And it's a real sad day when we serve ourselves and not the people.
Mr. Hazar, Shane, right? So the motion is for the alternate. Ms. Braithwaite's chosen Shane Hajar, Mr. Dvorak has chosen Nick Goris, and Andy Huff has chosen Tracy Selkowitz. Motion to, we already approved that, so that's just for the alternates. That's just all, move to approve the alternates for NOACA as presented.
Second. Any discussion? Call for a vote.
Commissioner Spillier.
Nope.
Commissioner Brinkley. Aye.
Yes.
Yes, Village of Middlefield, and Christie has this one to discuss with the board.
So back on January